Welcome back to another video. Today we're back at the auction flip that we came to when we first bought the property. So we've now started the works. I'm going to take you through what's been done thus far. So follow me. So, for those of you who watched the first video, you'll remember that one of the primary issues at this property was not only damage to the ceiling in the front living room, but also damage to the bay around the front window. Now this was being caused by water ingress from the roof. So we had to quickly go and get a scaffolding tower, and that was erected for us by our guys over at ATM Scaffolding. Now this was made considerably worse by the recent strong winds we've been having, but luckily we got the guys in and they fixed the roof, and then we're able to crack on with the rest of the works. So let me take you inside and show you what we've done thus far. So before we go inside, I just wanted to talk to you real quick about managing a refurb. Now it doesn't matter if it's a really big one or a really small one like this. There's two things you have to do. Firstly, you have to deal with what your scope of works are. So for this property, it's a complete rewire, new plumbing system, new kitchen, bathroom, repairs to the roof, some plastering and painting and decorating. But the next thing you also want to do, particularly on a small refurb like this, when you're managing individual trades, is make sure you get the order of works correctly. Because there's no point us, doing all the plastering, finishing a lovely kitchen, and the roof still leaking, only to have to rip it all out and do it again. So that's why you've got to make sure you really order your trades and get everything done in the right order. So let's go and see what we've done. The other important thing to consider is, although you have to do things in a particular order, you also don't want to waste time, because time is money, and we've generally all got a cost of finance that we want to keep to as small as possible. So whilst we were waiting for other things to take place, we made sure that the boys cracked on with the bathroom. So this bathroom is basically done now. As mentioned, we're going to go floor to ceiling tiling. There's a few things that during any refurb project sometimes goes wrong. Some things you have to change, some things you stick with. I actually wanted the feature wall on this wall, but due to a miscommunication, it ended up here. But I still think it looks really good. Let me know what you think. The other thing is this. This black tile trim around the edge of the bath, personally, I think is too much. So we're gonna remove it, get the joints mitered, and give us a much cleaner finish. But that's the bathroom done. Away from that, in the rest of the property, we've still done quite a bit of work. So our first fix plumbing is done, second fix plumbing is done, and first fix electrics are done. So we've gone for spotlights throughout this bedroom. We're gonna go for a nice feature wall with MDF paneling on this wall, as well as the lights either side of the bed, so it has a really nice finish despite being a quite small flat. Also, there's an area in this corner where the previous owners had just decided to paint over old damp. We've repaired the guttering outside, as well as repairing the wall by hacking it back to the brick, bonding and replastering, to make sure that, as this is going to be a property that we're going to keep for the long term, it's been done to a really good standard. So as you come into the living room, or the kitchen living room of the property, you'll see the wall behind me has been completely refurbished. We've taken it back to brick, we've repaired the roof, which means we can crack on with the rest of the works, which are the plumbing, the electrics. We've gone for a new boiler, which is already in. The kitchen is going to remain in the same location. We're actually going to complement the kitchen with an island just here, a really small island, but it gives a seating area for this open plan kitchen living room and makes it really functional. We're also going to have an overhead light, which is going to increase the aesthetics of this property. Now, in a small space like this, unfortunately, we don't own the front garden, so we couldn't put a skip there. So we at the moment have got our rubbish inside, but they're coming today to collect that, which is going to give us a lot more space to work. Now, we hope that we're going to be out of this project in 2 more weeks. Our cameraman doesn't believe us, but we're going to be back here in 2 weeks' time to prove him wrong, and he's going to buy me a Nando's. If you've enjoyed this video and want to see more videos like this, are going to come back to see this video when we're finished, make sure you hit that subscribe button, give us a like, and drop us in the comments how long you think it's going to take to finish this project. Finished.
Here's the bet. So Kazi, this guy here, seems to think this property is going to be finished in 2 weeks. He said 2 weeks. And I'm saying, from my past experience, from being around, going to all these sites. The date
today is the 1st of March.
So he has until the 14th.
The 15th, technically.
15th?
Yes.
Add him on a day.
15th.
So look, if I lose, I've got to take him out for Nando's. And if he loses, he's got to fill my tank, and I'm going to make sure it's empty. Empty. You know what I mean? Put that V power
Let's go, bro. Come on.
Let's go. We've got that on camera.